Hey families, my name is Dr. Michelle Ihrig, and I'm the creator of the Live Growth Focus series, which means you're probably looking at the social emotional learning notebooks. Now, I've been in teaching for over 20 years. I'm still a teacher right now. I'll be teaching middle school math this coming school year. And one of the things that I learned is that when our kids believe in themselves, they are unstoppable. Like my tagline is motivating the unstoppable, because I want our kids to become unstoppable because they believe in themselves so much. And you've probably experienced the feeling too. I mean, my mom and I, we love to cook, especially together. And, when we make that really great meal and it just tastes so good, like you feel like you can cook anything on the Food Network. Or if you have a goal and you're trying to get healthy and you have a really good workout and all of a sudden you upped your weights, you're just like, yeah, I'm awesome. I can do anything. And that's that feeling. And our goal as a school, and why your district or teacher got this for your child, is because we want your kids to feel that in every aspect of their life. We want them to live growth focused. And here, I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the chapters. So in the first chapter, you're going to have your kids going to learn about the difference between a growth mindset, good, see my happy face, and a fixed mindset, not so good. A person who has a growth mindset, they know that if they work hard, they'll improve. They might not be an all-star, but they'll have progress. A fixed mindset person's kind of like, yeah, I always have been bad at math, so I'm going to continue being bad at math. That's chapter 1. Chapter 2 talks about remembering the good story. Or in the high school book, the teen book, it's beware of the doom and gloom. And that basically means all of us have had difficult times. I mean, let's face it, families, we're getting through COVID. I cannot even begin to imagine what your family has gone through. For some of us, we've had loss. For some of us, we've had loss of jobs, loss of people we love, loss of being able to be together. I don't want to get emotional, but we have had that. And so the question is, what do we want our kids to remember going through? Do we want them to remember that they didn't get to maybe see their grandparents, or do we want them to remember that hug and embrace of the loved one? Do we even want to remember standing in line to buy toilet paper, or do we want to be thankful that for a short season of time, we all loved each other and respected each other and didn't get upset at each other when we had to wait 45 minutes to buy eggs? And that's chapter 2. Chapter 3 goes into academics, specifically like being growth focused at school. In chapter 4, we're going to go into poisonous drama. And at the kid versions, you're not going to see it as much, but it's just making sure that we treat each other with kindness and respect. Chapter 5, for some of y'all families, you're going to really want to focus on that. That's about technology and helping kids to understand that technology can be used for good and technology can be a big distraction in terms of moving them forward. So we really want them to have balance. Chapter 6 goes into teams, I believe is the next one. And then with chapter 7 being all about you, adults, and the abounding abyss, and getting to understand parents. Now, the last 3 chapters really go into more understanding who they are. So it's chapter 8 is about discovering who they are. Chapter 9 is about once they know who they are, standing firm to that belief and not wavering and just being them. Chapter 10, I do talk about belief, but I talk about it more not in terms of religion and faith. I talk about it more in terms of fundamentals. So specifically like having forgiveness for other people, being kind, being honest. So that's kind of the round of what your kids are going to experience. So this is what I need from you parents. I need you to talk to your kids. I mean, let's face it, you already talk to your kids anyway. Put the laundry away. Why isn't the dishes here? I'm just kidding. I know you talk about a lot of other positive things, but I want you to be vulnerable. When there's a chapter on team sports or team things, talk about a time that you participated in a club or a team or something at church or wherever, and just have that communication with them. When it talks about technology, I confess there was this one game called Ramsey Dash that I could not stop playing. Like, be open with them. And if you have a little bit of a commitment to technology, maybe you could put some action steps together with them. The more that you reinforce at home what is happening at school, the better. And so since you're going to be using the social emotional learning notebooks, and they look like composition books, there's all different colors based on the age level of the child. Like, ask them to take it out, ask them to share it with you. And what's going to be amazing is, one, you're going to be part of the process of them believing themselves. And like, how cool is that as a loved one or as a mentor or as a parent or whoever your relationship is with your child who's in school? Like, that is awesome to be part of that and build that community. But 2, it's just going to bring a deeper connection. And, we're at a time that we need to be more connected to each other, and we to be able to believe in each other together, like that's priceless. So thank you so much. Eventually there's going to be parent guides to help you too. But I believe in this program. I've tested it with my former students. The changes are remarkable. It's as simple as teaching our kids to believe in themselves. So thank you so much for your time.